Right, guys, I have a little problem. I don't know if I actually can go live right now. It's been like since this morning that I'm trying to find Guendouzi and I struggle to find him. I don't know where he is. I might just have to end this now and then come back in a bit because, I mean, it's a serious problem. I've been trying to search him for at least 10 hours today and he is nowhere to be seen. So, I mean, if anybody has seen him, let me know. But where is he? Like, where is he? Guendouzi! Guendouzi, where are you? Guendouzi! Where are you, Guendouzi? Where are you, Guendouzi? Suck my balls, Guendouzi. Suck my balls. Right. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! It's so nice. I love this. What a game. What an absolute game. What a result. What a great first half. What a perfect game plan from Don Claudio. And yeah, the next day, I mean, we always do this, but the next day, there's just something in the air which makes the day extra special. It's a bit of salt. It's a bit of shithousery. Oh, the shithousery yesterday. I absolutely loved it. From Hummels knocking that idiot down, Tati Castellanos, and then Paredes touching Zaccagni's nose, and Dybala going 5 to Guendouzi. The shithousery yesterday, it just encapsulated the values of a Rome derby. I loved it, and I want to play another Rome derby. I want to play it tonight. I really do. No, but look, with all seriousness, I loved it, and I hope everybody here did love it as well. It was a great game, and it was a game that I didn't expect it to be. I wasn't expecting the game to be kind of first half Roma, second half Lazio. I was expecting the game to be more about moments, to be more about they attack, and then they defend and we attack, and then both teams defend, trying to find gaps. I expected I expected more equilibrium. I think we deservedly won yesterday. There are going to be people which go, well, Lazio dominated you in the second half. Well, they didn't score. So it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Keep your cries away. Football is about scoring. We dominated them in the first half, and we managed to take advantage of the domination by putting 2 at the back of the net. They dominated us in the second half in terms of possession, but how many good chances did they have? They probably had one chance where I was like, oh, they're gonna score. They did absolutely nothing in the second half, and we deservedly won yesterday's derby. And I am proud to say this, and I'm not scared to offend any Lazio fans, because number one, no Lazio fans should be watching this video. Number two, there's no crying, because you got handcuffed in yesterday's game, and we deservedly won. So thank you very much for your super chat. Wow, surreal, passionate, and satisfactory, and much, much more. That's the least I can say about the derbies video. Thank a lot for the journey, Simo. Thank you very much, mate. Glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Hello to everybody. I mean, I want to speak about the game. I want to have a big chat about the game. Pop questions, pop your little match reactions, the live chat. Yeah, I mean, ask whatever you want. Let's go through it. I've got a lot to say. I've got a lot of things to speak about yesterday's game on and off the field. And, I mean, let's enjoy it. So hit the like button, 100 likes. Remember, every video needs to have 100 likes in this 2025. That's the goal. Hit the like, subscribe. We hit 14K. Yes, we did, folks. Thank you so much for that. And, right, the first I'll say is this. I knew that we were going to win yesterday's game when out of nowhere, Pellegrini popped up in the starting 11 graphic. If there are any friends, my friends, or any family members who are watching this, you are witnesses in the comments down below, let the viewers all know what I did. I text and called about 20 different friends and families the second I saw Pellegrini in that starting 11, and I was like, right, we're winning the derby and Pellegrini is scoring. And I am not making that up. The moment Pellegrini, out of nowhere, against the fans' will, was put in that starting 11, I knew that we were going to win, and I knew that he was going to score. What did I say in that match preview? The derby, fitness and form go out of the window. Had I not said it, Roma won and Pellegrini scored. Like, you cannot have a more perfect proof of the word, of the phrase, fitness and form go out of the window. You just cannot. The game is about who wants it the most. The game is about who feels it the most. And you know what I was... Pellegrini's going to score. Pellegrini is going to score because if Ranieri put him in, it means that he wants to play this game. And out of all the players in our team, Pellegrini is the one. Having played well or not, whether you like him as a captain or not, whether you like him as a player or not, whether you want him to stay or want him to leave, Pellegrini is the one who feels this game the most. Being a Roma fan and being a Roman and having grown up beside the Curva Sud. And these are the things which decide the derby. These are the moments, these are the details which decide the derby. I was convinced that he was going to score whenever I was not expecting him in the predicted 11. Because, I'll be honest with you, I was not expecting Pellegrini in this state to have the balls to go, you know what, I want to play because I feel this and I'm ready to play this game. I can feel it in me that I'm going to have a good performance. There you have it. There you have it. And what a goal he scored. I mean, what a goal. He always scores. He scored 3 goals in a Rome derby. All 3 of them were underneath the Curva Nord, in front of the Rats. And 2 of them were top bins. That free kick under Jose and yesterday's goal. And the back heel with Di Francesco on the bench. Yeah, look, I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. Again, I am not sure whether yesterday's game will change the plans of the board in selling him or not. I mean, let me know in the live chat after yesterday's game. Do you want to see him go or do you want to see him stay? I think the answer, look, being very objective, I think the answer here is, can yesterday's goal in such a game relaunch him? If the goal yesterday relaunches him and, you know, he has a great season from now on, then I can think about it. If yesterday's game he scored, great, but then after yesterday's goal, he's back the Pellegrini that he was this season, then I still stick with my words and say that at the end of the season he must leave. It depends on him. It depends on him. It depends on his psychology. It depends on him. It's not easy. It's not easy to control these moments, but it now ultimately all depends on him. I think that after yesterday's goal, we can exclude him leaving in January. That's something that I would say. I'm not sure if it does exclude him leaving in the summer or not. Yesterday's game needs to act as a trampoline for him. Yesterday's game, he needs to use as a catalyst going back to success. You know, he got subbed off and he got a standing ovation. Everybody shouted his name. The majority of fans after yesterday's game is back defending him. Now that he has all of the cards on his side, after months and months of having the cards against him, and therefore influencing his performances, can he use these tools properly? And if he does, then he needs to change his season, and he needs to change his season now. So look, I mean, I think we won yesterday's game. I said it. Another thing that I said in the match preview is the Ranieri effect. I don't think it's a surprise. I don't think it's a coincidence that Ranieri has won 5 derbies out of 5 in Rome as a Roma manager. I don't think it is. I think he knows these games you know, off the top of his head. He knows these games so well that yesterday's game plan was perfect. Like, yesterday's game plan is the game plan to copy in a Rome derby. Tight game, let them go for you at the start, but of course defend properly. But let them, in the first 15 minutes, let them attack you. Show them that you're scared. Park the bus in the first 15 minutes. Let them come at you. Let them attack you, let them invade you. Let them want to score the first goal first. They attack. In the first 15 minutes, equal game. Lazio get confidence. Lazio gain confidence. 2 counterattacks, 2 goals, 2-0 up at the break. When it's 2-0 at the break, when it's 2-0 up at the break, you already have a final foot in the success side, but it's not over yet. There were plenty of derbies where you were leading 2-0, either Lazio or Roma, to then things completely change in the second half. So you're almost there, but you're not there. And then in the second half, expect a reaction from them, because they need to try and change the result. Expect a reaction from them, but play on the mental factor that you've got two goals advantage. Park the bus, allow substitutions, allow the shithousery to come in so that you get Lazio frustrated, and ultimately time kicks by, Lazio frustrated, Lazio wants to score a goal, but they can't score a goal because your defense yesterday was perfectly aligned, perfectly organized and perfectly aligned. Ndika, Mancini and Hummels, perfect yesterday. You've got Villar, who once again saved everything yesterday. Lazio can't score, time ticks, game ends, you win. That is how you win it. You don't need, in these games, you don't need to aim at construction from the low construction and then playing at the back, trying to make it entertaining, trying to make it fun, trying to make it ecstatic. No. You do that against Genoa at home. You do that against Parma at home. You don't look at the aesthetics in a Rome derby. In a Rome derby, you look the way you ultimately look at the result, not the way you played. And tactically, in a Rome derby, you don't need to play phenomenally. You need to play efficiently. You need to be there and win the game. Whether it's a penalty, whether it's an own goal, whether it's a header, or whether it's a free kick, whether it's a set piece or not, you need to win it. That's the only thing that counts. Nobody in the world, nobody in Rome remembers a derby due to the performance, due to the way somebody played. No, you remember a derby because of the result and the shithouser in it. You don't remember a derby because I scored a goal playing at the back. No, it's the result which counts. And once again, we've sent them back. We've sent them back in the sewers. I derby non si giocano, si vincono. Bravo. È così. It's exactly it. I was waiting for a fight yesterday on the TV. I just knew that eventually a fight would happen. The Rome derby never disappoints. I will speak about the shithouser in a second. We'll speak about the shithouser in a second because it's a big part of of any derby, of the Rome derby in particular. So yeah, of course the second goal then killed it for them. Another counterattack, perfectly laid counterattack. Dovbyk with a great. People don't look at it. But it's Dovbyk which starts that second goal. It's Dovbyk which lays it with his chest to Pellegrini, who flicks it over the head of somebody, I can't remember, puts it to Dybala, brings it forward. Salamakers wide, gives it to Salamakers, and then he scores. Oh, by the way, now that we've opened the Alexis Salamaker bracket, it's the 6th of January and Salamakers still hasn't been bought permanently. I don't know what we're waiting for. I don't know why we haven't offered the money. Get it done. regardless of Tammy Abraham. I don't care if Tammy comes back. Regardless of the swap deal, pay the money. Pay the money. Milan are not going to be that stupid to allow a swap deal. It just will not happen that you can equally swap Tammy for Salamakers. Milan have realised that they fucked up. Milan have realised that they got scammed. So Milan are not stupid. Milan will not allow... Milan will simply not allow you to keep the swap deal like this. So, just pay the money. Pay the money and secure him. Regardless of whether Tammy comes back or not. Couldn't care less. Pay the money, get it done. He is vital to this team. And I'm not joking, but for the last 2 months, every game that I assisted at the stadium, I remember Salamakers scoring. I don't know how many... I don't know how many games he scored in, but I get this deja vu, butterfly effect, that in the last 30 days, every time that I've been to the stadium, I've shouted Salamakers' name. How many goals has he scored? He's a very smart player. Man of the match yesterday. Man of the match yesterday. He struggled with Nuno Tavares. I must be honest with you, Nuno Tavares is a very good player. Nuno Tavares is clearly their best player, and you can tell this because every time they tried to attack yesterday, they started it with Nuno Tavares. Rovella played very bad yesterday, and I love it because I can't stand Rovella's attitude as a Roma fan, of course. Lazio fans can't stand Mancini's attitude, and that's all fair to say. I cannot stand Rovella's attitude, and I am so happy that Rovella, after yesterday's derby, got placed back in the mid. Like, Lazio fans who compare Rovella to Manu Kone, get a life. Get a life and get some football lessons, please. Lazio fans who compare Manu Kone to Guendouzi and Rovella, open a football book. Open a football book. Read it, because maybe football isn't your thing. Okay? I don't even want to hear Guendouzi being compared to Manu Kone anymore. I've heard it enough. Now it's time to stop this, because I've had enough. It's bollocks. It's absolute bollocks. Their best player was Nuno Tavares, a very good player. He would be the ideal fullback to our team. He's got an insane strength on those feet, on those legs, on those muscles. And every time they put a cross in that second half, it was Nuno Tavares. They always started the play on that left-hand flank. And the second he got subbed off in the last 10 minutes, they did nothing, and we won the game. He was my biggest threat in yesterday's game. But yeah, what was I saying? What I was saying is, Salamakers, get him, buy him. He scored again. The other thing which I loved yesterday is the defense. Hummels. I mean, these are the games Hummels steps up in. These are the games that Hummels lives for. And we're speaking of a player who has played a Champions League final less than a year ago. And I still struggle to believe that we had a manager sat on a bench which kept him out because he didn't fit his system. Like, I mean, can you believe? I cannot believe that Juric was our manager. I always say this, I know, but I really do mean it. Like, why on earth was he why on earth did we waste 2 months with him? I don't understand. I really don't understand. Hummels' defensive leadership, defensive wall, and third of all, that fight at the end, it's the fight that a world champion who has played games before and has played big games and heated games before does. And again, just to comment on that last fight, and then speaking about the shithousery a bit, I'll be honest with you. The red card maybe was a bit too much for the guy, the Castellanos. But he kicked him. Like, there were videos of Castellanos kicking Hummels' balls. So at the end of the day, it is justified. No, but again, speaking about the game, speaking about the shithousery, sorry. I mean, if you didn't expect it, I don't know what else you could have possibly expected in a Rome derby. The Rome derby is that. In my opinion, there's a player in our team which is the best of all at shithousery. And he should get a degree of shithousery because he connects shithousery to intelligence. Like, and I'm speaking about Paredes. Paredes connects the shithousery and acts as a villain himself to get the Lazio players frustrated. And in these big games, when you're already down by 2, the last thing you want to do is get frustrated. Paredes, in my opinion, is one of the best shithousery merchants that football has seen in the last 10 years. He's got that Argentinian villain vibe in him. But again, I completely agree with people who say if he was on the other team, I would hate him. But that's how it works. So I wouldn't get too offended by it. I wouldn't get too offended by the fact that, if Paredes was a Lazio player, you would have threatened his life. If Mancini was a Lazio player, you would have threatened his life. Yes, and it's exactly that. So I was very close to the pitch yesterday, and there were a few tackles. Like, there were a few tackles yesterday where Salamakers, I am not joking, did not want to get the ball by any means. He wanted to get the legs, and he went straight for the legs. There was one foul, I believe it was on Zaccagni, I cannot remember, but there was a foul where I saw Paredes run 20 meters at full speed to then tackle like that on Zaccagni's legs. These are things which make up a big rival game. And Paredes, in my opinion, these little things, these little details. In my opinion, he's very good at them. He's very good at them because it makes the opponents mad. It makes them frustrated. It makes them, and ultimately it contributes to them starting all the fights, time being wasted, and us winning the game. And I'm not saying that the reason we won yesterday's game was because Paredes was a bitch. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that in these games, you need these things. You need them. And as much as Lazio fans will go, he's unsportsmanlike, he doesn't like respect, he's never liked respect. And that's what makes Paredes up. He lives football with a U. That's what Paredes does. And then, of course, you have Dybala's moment as well with the 5. On Guendouzi. I mean, Dybala and Guendouzi have a little beef since last April. I cannot stand Guendouzi. I cannot stand that guy. There's something about the hair that really does not help. Like, whenever he runs around, he's got that bush in his head moving all about. But yeah, it's what this game means. It's what this game is. It's what this game consists of. So bring it on. Bring it on. This is the Rome derby, and this is what it should be. Easy. Done. Yeah. You need someone like Paredes. As we always say, you need these bastards to win. Inter had Materazzi, Juve had Chiellini. And there are examples all around from other team sports too. Yeah. And like to perfectly define that, I was looking at the highlights, and I've got this moment of Paredes running and slide tackling on the legs of Zaccagni. And then I was watching the highlight this morning, and then the camera turned on Paredes after the foul, fouled him, got himself up, and then literally did this, going back, marking in defense. So imagine the scene. You've got Paredes slide tackling in, Zaccagni on the floor, the referee books him, Zaccagni stands up, and the cameras showed Paredes going back in defense after committing the foul, going to Zaccagni like this. Like, that's the art of being a bastard. That's the art of being a football bastard. Paredes is a scary player to play against. I would not like to play against Paredes. Paredes is the type of guy to break your leg. Break your leg. Like, I really mean, Paredes is the type of guy. You know De Rossi's tattoo? You know De Rossi's tattoo that he has on his leg? The danger sign with the guy slide tackling and breaking the other's leg? That's Paredes. Like, Paredes, in terms of slide tackles, is a De Rossi of Argentina. He really is. He can break your leg. But yeah. Right, reading a few comments and then a few more things. Hit the like button, by the way. Everybody hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Or you're a Lazio fan. Okay? Hit the like and subscribe. I just remember about your lucky cactus. Where is it? It's lucky cactus was about 3 years ago, mate. Probably died. I should add a plant, actually. I got this for Christmas. I thought it was gonna be... it's a big mug. Non si può spiegare. I like it. You can't see it over there. But over there... I should have actually put them there, maybe. I'm gonna buy more next time at the ground. I stuck 2 stickers over there. And one's the SPQR wolf with the Roma background. And the other one is the Roma fan holding a scarf with a Lazio lady giving him a blowjob. Yeah, I should probably add 2 more stickers over there. I should probably add a plant as well, I ain't gonna lie. But I like the setup. I do like how it's turned out. I really do. Right. Chilik Cristante, we should keep them. No, not all of them. Like, yeah, this is the thing. Now that we've won a derby, I don't want to see, because the enthusiasm is back going and everything. Now that we've won it, I don't want to see people go, Chilik needs to stay, everybody needs to stay. No, there are players who need to leave. And there are players which, if they leave, would make the day even more special. I'm looking at the Chiliks, the Hermosos. These players need to leave, regardless of whether we won yesterday or not. They need to leave. I wanted to go live yesterday, by the way, but my voice was done. It was gone yesterday, so... Loved your match day vid too. I think you make great videos. Thank you, mate. Glad you enjoy it. Buonasera, Luca. I really liked Dovbyk yesterday. Those 2 goals started with him holding the ball and starting the play. He did his job perfectly yesterday. I hope you can continue and eventually start scoring more goals. Yeah, if you start scoring more goals, it will take him time. Strikers in Italy take time. Italian football is very defensive, remember. They need to get used to it. We dominated yesterday. Get Salmakers before his price skyrockets even more than in the summer. Milan not willing, not agree. Probably Milan not willing, not agree. They're going to wait until Salah has consistency and raises price. Yeah, that's what I mean. Pay the money now. Pay the money now. Pay even 5 million more than what they want right now. Pay them 20 million. Salamakers is a player that I would spend money for. I've said it already. Are you Italian? Yes, I am. What ignited the final problem between Hummels and Tati? Basically, they fell on the floor together, and then Castellanos lifted his leg and kicked Hummels' thigh, I think it was. So Hummels got mad, picked him up and threw him away, and then everything else started. It was Castellanos, yeah. Not gonna lie, this team would absolutely crack with last year's players, Lukaku, Azmoun, Huijsen. Huijsen is a very big shout. Huijsen is having a great season. What a day yesterday. I watched it with Roma Club Svezia. Right, a few more things to say. Is what next? What a way to start the year. Unbeaten in 2025. Have some of that. You'll never sing that. Unbeaten in 2025. First game in 2025. What a game it was. First win. This team is a team now. Is a team. After months of... Is there a mic issue? Hang on. Right, this should be better now. This should be better. Yeah, this microphone has a few problems sometimes. It should be better now, right? Before continuing, is this better now? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Right. Thumbs up, Okay. Okay, yeah. This team, after years of... Is it good? Okay, it's better. Right. After years of, not years, months of not knowing what was next, not seeing a team identity, not seeing a united a group of players, not seeing smiles in between these players, not seeing celebrations after we score goals. After moments and months of despair, I think we are officially a team. It took a lot of time. It took a lot of mistakes. It took horror shows and horror nights to get this spirit of a team back going. It took a man out of retirement to bring us in this position, to win us a derby, and to get the enthusiasm back going. So what I think is next is that this derby will mentally help the players a lot. Momentum is starting, we're starting to grind momentum. We're starting to grind consistency. Even though using the word consistency with Roma is a very big hazard, because I would not be surprised at all if next Sunday we lose away at Bologna. In fact, it's very possible, in my opinion. We're starting to have many games where at least there's an identity. At least there are players who fight. At least there were players who tried to play well and tried to win a game. Apart from that Como slip-up, forget about the Como game. But apart from that game, since Ranieri came, there was always an identity and a path that these players followed. Whether it was in London, whether it was in Naples with that 1-0 defeat, whether it was against Milan last weekend or yesterday against Lazio or 5-0 against Parma. So this is the Roma I know. This is the Roma that I'm used to. What's next is, as always, I still think that even after yesterday's game, in the league you're restricted because you threw 5 months away. So in order for you to aim at European spots via the league, you need to play a second half of the season like Inter are doing, or like Lazio did this first half of the season. That's the only way you can aspire for Europa League, because Champions League is not. I don't think it even is mathematically possible. You won't get Europa League via the league. You can get Conference League spots, but of course, that's not what we want. And that's not our level. That simply is not our level. So, as always, I keep on saying that in the league, the goal is to save your face. The goal in the league is to save your face, win as many games possible, and save your faces from what this terrible first half of the season was. Where I expect even bigger things are in the Coppa Italia and in the Europa League. You know, that's what I expect and that's what I want to see. But this win will definitely help and aid the players psychologically. It would help the fans a lot as well. It is, and it has helped. It will help. And hopefully it will give a sense of trust to the fans as well. And we couldn't have started 2025 in a better way. It's about keeping this. It's about maintaining this. It's about trusting Claudio. Because I think if there's one man to trust in this block of individuals, it's Claudio Ranieri. Follow what he says, players and fans, and yeah, celebrate, yes. It's going to be a great week of salt from Lazio fans and heat from us. But in 6 days, we've got a very important game. Bologna away. So look, celebrate, but remember that, as Mancini said yesterday post-match, a win in a derby tastes different, tastes special, but at the end of the day, it's only 3 points. It's as equivalent as a Parma win. You've won nothing big. You've won nothing major. So keep your heads down and work, because you have a season to save and a symbol to save from when it was sinking in moments of despair ages ago, months ago, weeks ago. So that's what I would say. Right, is the mic better? I need to try and solve this because it does glitch a bit. There's days where it's perfect and days where it glitches a bit. But yeah, if that Como game didn't happen, the Ranieri era is almost flawless. Yeah, Paredes is a typical Argentinian player indeed. Right, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to catch you tomorrow. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Everybody do it. 100 likes in this video would be great. Get yourself subscribed, get your friends subscribed, get everybody that you know who loves this passion just like you. Subscribe to this channel and a part of this community. And what a win. Derby win always tastes special. And hopefully the mic issue wasn't too much of a problem. Right, I'll catch you tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Good night. See you.